Hey guys, welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I am super excited because I might just have discovered the world's most perfect facial oil. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm relatively new to the facial oil game. As someone that has super oily and acne prone skin, I thought for the longest possible time that facial oils just weren't for me, that they'd exacerbate my acne and break me out. This just isn't the case. There are facial oils that will work for different skin types, and you really need to choose the right ones to match your individual skin's needs. Well, that was until today, where I think I found a facial oil that will work for everyone and is packed full of almost everything you need in your skincare routine. It's like a one and done style facial oil that would work beautifully alongside your retinoid in the evening. So this reason that I want to share with you my thoughts, feelings and opinions in today's video. So sit back, relax, and let's talk about perfect facial oil. Now, before we get into this video, I would love to know your own hot take on the product that I'm going to share with you today. So sound off in the comments section below. This video isn't sponsored. I don't do sponsored content here on Mad About Skin. You know, no shade to those content creators that do sponsored videos. But for me, I think by turning down that coin, it just helps me retain my independence and be able to share with you the products that I truly love, not the ones that I'm almost paid to promote. So hopefully that just clears up that question, which I always seem to get asked when I fangirl about a product. So if you want to support me as a sponsorship-free content creator, don't forget to reach down and give this video a big thumbs up and a like. This truly is the best way of supporting me, as the more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. Yeah, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. Now, the product we're talking about today is this. This is the BloomEffects Royal Tulip Vitamin C facial oil. Now, this is inspired by the tulip fields of Amsterdam, so I thought, well, today let's dress up, well, as close to a tulip as I could. This kind of is giving me tulip green, well, in my view anyway. And this is packed full of so many ingredients. And I want to break it apart for you in today's video, swatch it, share with you why I think it's so special. But I've also got some dupes for this. It's going to come later on in the video if you don't want to pay the price point of this one. So what do we think makes this so special? Well, first of all, let's just talk the packaging. I'm a sucker for really gorgeous packaging. I know so many of you are going to come for me in the comments and say the packaging doesn't count, it's what's in the product that does. And I do get that school of thought, but for me, I need something to be visually appealing. I want something that makes me want to gravitate for it over, you know, all the other products that exist in my skincare collection. And this certainly does it. I love the fact that it's giving that nod to the tulip, which is one of the core components in the packaging. Blue is uplifting, it makes me want to reach for it, and I think they honestly have just knocked it. How gorgeous. Nobody can say this isn't absolutely gorgeous and beautiful packaging. Now, beyond just that though, there's a whole lot going into this product, which is why when I first used it, I read the ingredients, I thought, okay, I think I'm gonna love this. Good few applications later, I was like, yeah, I'm totally sold. Because you get that glow up alongside that ingredient packed formulation, and it hasn't broke me out. It hasn't increased skin congestion and blackheads, and I think it will work for just about all skin types. So this brand, I believe is an Amsterdam-based brand, but they do sell internationally. I've left some links in the description box below if you did want to check them out, including the price point wherever you are. Now, let's talk about the pros of the product first, before I come on to a couple of drawbacks, which I do just want to call out for you guys. So the pros, the ingredients. In here, you've got 70% squalane, which is one of my favourite facial oils. It's one of those universal oils I think will work for everyone, which is why it's a nice option for brands to formulate with. But the other 30% of the ingredients is where all the action is happening. So you have 5 different ceramides in here. That's great because they're in a good concentration. You're getting a good range of different ceramides that are going to do different things, from hydrating, boosting the barrier function of the skin, and just really nourishing and moisturising the skin from within. Love some ceramide action, and this is a really great option if you want your ceramides in a facial oil. You've also got 15 different antioxidants in here, including my favourite, ubiquinone Q10. The fact that there's so many antioxidants in here will work wonders on the skin in the long term. Antioxidants are a bit of an unsung hero in the skincare world because you don't get those instant results. You have to invest in antioxidants now for the long-term payoffs, but they can help prevent premature aging and boost the firmness and elasticity of the skin by really protecting that collagen that our skins work so hard to produce. You've got a touch of niacinamide in here in a lower concentration to what you would normally see in serums, and I think this is great because we often overdo niacinamide. You really want something in a 1 to 5% concentration to deliver you some great barrier supporting, calming and soothing benefits without the risk of sensitizing the skin, which a 10 or 20% concentration really can risk. The key here though is a 20% concentration of an oil soluble vitamin C derivative. The oil soluble is key because obviously this is a facial oil, so you want your vitamin C to be an oil soluble one, which is really just going to get into the skin and deliver so much benefit when it comes to boosting radiance, elasticity, promoting collagen and elastin production, and this happens to be one of my favorite vitamin C derivatives that's in here. On top of all of that, you've got some great plant extracts which are going to calm and soothe, and this truly is a special formulation I think will work really well alongside retinoids. The reason that I say this is retinoids can be quite stripping, quite sensitizing on the skin. Well, obviously a facial oil like this is going to help to lock in all that hydration, deeply nourish the skin, so it can offset some of the drying impacts of your retinoid. But it's also using ingredients in here which are quite gentle. That vitamin C derivative packs a punch, but it's much more gentle than pure form vitamin C ascorbic acid, meaning it's that perfect pairing with your retinoid on an evening. How I choose to use this, because my skin type is slightly more oily and acne prone, is I mix a couple of drops of this into my favorite moisturizer and apply that after my retinoid. Locks in all of that beautiful skincare, offsets some of the risk of side effects on that retinoid, and you wake up with the most glowy, plump, and hydrating skin ever. As I swatch some of this on my hand, I'll talk about some of the other pros. Cruelty-free, which is really important to me, and I think is a great, something we should definitely be looking out for in our skincare routine. This is also fragrance-free, which is great if you're looking for fragrance-free skincare. And the natural botanicals in here give it just an ever so nice scent to it, quite uplifting, which I personally really enjoy, but none of that is artificial fragrance, which often you will find in facial oils. And you know what, if you can avoid fragrance and still have a really nice, enjoyable to use product, why not? So you work this into the skin. They actually recommend using a whole dropper for the face. I wouldn't. I think with a quality formulation like this, 2 or 3 drops is more than enough mixed into your moisturizer to just give you everything you need. And look at that instant glow up. Now I happen to use this on an evening alongside my retinoid. I tend to use a pure form vitamin C in the morning, but you absolutely could use this morning and evening, extra hydration, and look at that instant glow. Like, that is one of the most special things about this. Not only does it work, but it also gives you that instant radiance boost that, you know, I think we all secretly crave. So altogether, I think this is just a really wonderful, such a well-formulated facial oil. Now, facial oils usually command a ridiculously high price point. You can get some more affordable and cheaper ones on the market, but a lot of the luxury, well-formulated ones can cost $200, $100, $150. It's a lot. It is a lot. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This product isn't the cheapest out there. For those of you that watch the channel for some time, you'll know I'm drugstore to my core. In fact, let's just call it what it is. I'm cheap. However, I'm always happy to pay more in order to get more. And if you're getting a quality formulation with really well thought through ingredients that have been sourced well and a brand that has a lot of ethics and sustainability behind it, I don't mind paying a little bit more. So here in the UK, this retails somewhere around £70. It's around the $80 price point. Actually, if you do the currency conversion, that does make it slightly cheaper in the States than what it is here in the UK. But this isn't going to be for everyone's budget. That's the one and probably the only drawback that I can see with that. If you want a real high quality formulation that's going to deliver you like a one and done style serum, just cleanse the skin, put your retinoid on and apply this after, and it's going to work. I forgot to mention as well, it's also got a touch of bakuchiol, which is my favorite, like, more gentle alternative to retinoids, but actually it should be used alongside retinoids, in my opinion, to boost the efficacy and the results that you're going to see without also increasing the sensitivity. So if you can see why this is so special. Now, I do want to give some alternatives for people that maybe don't have this price point. I would hate for anyone to feel that they're missing out because they can't, their budget doesn't stretch to a product like this. You don't need to. And I've got my favorite recommendation for a dupe would be this. This is the Ordinary Ascorbyl Tetraisopalmitate Solution, 20% in vitamin F. Now, this isn't a like-for-like dupe. I don't think there is anything which can compete with just the quality of the formulation in this product, which is why I'm happy to spend my hard-earned coin on it. But if your budget doesn't stretch this is a great oil-soluble vitamin C in a similar concentration. It's going to work in a similar way in terms of boosting luminosity and radiance on the skin, and feels very similar in terms of application. What you don't have in here is a lot of those plant extracts. You don't have the ceramides. You don't have the niacinamide. So this isn't quite as comprehensive a formulation, but it's like £10. So definitely there's a price differential, and you could absolutely use this and then try and find the other ingredients you're missing out for the rest of your skincare routine. That can be done, takes a little bit more effort, of course, and you could be applying multiple products, but you can get there. And this is what I want to share with you guys. So no matter what your budget, you don't feel like you're having to miss out in terms of the results you can get in your skincare routine. This applies in a very similar way, and that vitamin F will work as a great antioxidant too. Similar in terms of the application, and I would probably only use, again, a couple of drops of this mixed into your moisturizer. The way that you use your facial oil really depends on your skin type. If you've got an oily, acne-prone skin type, mixing it with your moisturizer is the best way to get maximum absorption and leaving the skin feeling great and hydrated but not oily. If you need additional hydration, what I would recommend you do is put a couple of drops of the facial oil on the skin, leave it like a minute to sink in, put a moisturizer on top, then you can always top that moisturizer off with another couple of drops of your facial oil if you really need that maximum hydration. It's really up to your individual skin type as how you use it. But yeah, again, this glides on, feels really good on the skin. If you can afford a product like this, it's definitely an investment that I think is worth it, which is why I call it the most perfect facial oil I think I've ever discovered. If your budget doesn't reach to it, the ordinary ascorbyl tetraisobalmitate solution will offer you an oil-soluble vitamin C serum that will work beautifully alongside your retinoid in the evening. You might just have to be a little bit creative to make sure you're getting that touch of niacinamide, those ceramides, and the other ingredients that are in here that might be missing from this one. Hopefully in this video I've been able to share with you that when it comes to facial oils, they're not all created equal, and I'd hate for anyone to think they have to miss out on a facial oil because of their skin type. Even the grease slicks amongst us like me can benefit from a facial oil if you choose the right one. Squalene's a really great base oil that I love to see in facial oils, but they've come a long way. We can add in things such as those ceramides, the niacinamide, the 15 different antioxidants, including my favourite Q10, and really take your facial oil game to the next level. That price point might not be for everyone, but I don't always see it as you can cut a few steps out of your skincare routine. By reaching for a product like that, you don't need to reach for an antioxidant serum on an evening. You've already got it in there. You don't need a standalone niacinamide serum. You've actually got it in there. So if you can see about how you may be able to streamline your skincare routine with a product like this, which is why I wanted to share it in today's video, alongside a dupe for those that are looking for a more affordable option. I'd love to know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on this. Are you tempted? Are you going to rush out and purchase it? Are you going to stick to the ordinary ascorbyl tetraisobalmitate? Is that what's in your budget, or are you just loving the results that you get? Sound off in the comment section below and let's get that conversation going. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.